One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Let's go. We need a dub.
Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UNLV Rebels offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. He's going to... Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet.
I had a guy wide open.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And some room to work. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hauls it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession.
Corner's got 0 picks this season. Candlestick, man. You gotta win or get to the playoffs or something, bro. You like the end zone boys on Instagram, bro. You know.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard
watch the show, man.
line. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits
Enjoy
after
the
that
show,
last
man.
play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in.
Enjoy the show,
They
man.
get him again.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole,
Zone
needs to
boys
get
in
in
Dial
better
building.
situations, get the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
You sorry, 84. Bro, look at this dude. The worst
And that tackle almost certainly
on
saved
earth.
the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Well, you talk about getting out of
You ain't
jail
getting in the
free.
game.
They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. The RPO fire complete to the
You
left.
gotta tackle
He's like
somebody.
a pinball attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
God.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens.
Cornerbacks getting lost all game.
That's my whole game plan, bro.
3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
But it's 2 and 8, man. They driving down the field on me.
Handoff to the single running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive
Time to get a
tackles.
pick.
Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Stop. I like
And
it.
the defense holds
Time to get a
firm.
pick.
No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He breaks a tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rebels offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He's got him in the flat. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense.
Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. He's got 50 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll go to the ground. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, UNLV. Excellent pass by the back on the option. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Power football with the run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Now the play fake. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He leaves it with his back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running?
Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Fakes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid tackle.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can... Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back has it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Makes the catch. It's Fowler. It's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sweet cut there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better start. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes a man miss. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll go to the air. Gets it to the back. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Rebels are in the hurry up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Vegas. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Austin. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. runs through the tackle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The snap sets up the throw. Sets up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same.
Time to drop out of rankings.
They booted away
Happy
on
New
fourth
Year.
down.
End zone boys in bar building. Trash.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the
Cornerbacks getting lost all
40-yard
game.
line before he stopped. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call. He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Fires to the big fella. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Bunch formation for these receivers. Send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Touchdown, Kansas State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moving away from pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Rebels are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Miles. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field. And if I'm the QB, man.
It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Rebels. And the pummeling has started.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got the quick pass. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fowler. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it down the left. Hits the afterburn. Touchdown, UNLV. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
UNLV 49, Kansas State 20.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the option, the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick release on the RPO. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to find the end zone. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th and 3rd.
He's trying to get it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tuggle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Off the play fake. Immediately fires to the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback making checks. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here.